Love, and I am going to be doing a reading for you guys today, or this evening. Again, this is a later reading. So I'm going to keep it shorter than the other readings, okay? I need to make sure that I'm staying on task and keeping the readings a regular, like a good amount of size, I should say. Okay. So, we are calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, the Ascended Masters, all that is good, righteous, holy, and true, our spiritual team of highest light and resonance. And we're asking that they can put a protective shield around us, keeping us safe from all trespassers, and anybody or anything that would negatively want to influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, the highest knowledge, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and to my collective. And I pray for my subscribers. So I just want to say thank you, God, for everything that you do on this platform. You guys, we are working to getting to 1,000 subscribers. When we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to throw like a party, do a celebration, and do like a giveaway. Okay. So what I could give away could be a 20-minute free reading, and it could be a tarot deck. Okay. So just be aware of that. So make sure you guys subscribe so that you're here for that. Make sure you like the video. It really helps this platform. Share this content. Let other people know about it. Know that my readings are timeless. So every time that you watch one of these readings, it's going to be the correct information for you. Use your best discernment and just know that each reading holds a personal download of information. Okay. All right. So by watching my readings, you are agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my readings, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes no copyright, no bullying me, anybody in the chat, or anybody in the collective. Or anybody in the comments. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion on this platform, and there is no judgment. Anybody that's trying to condemn anybody else will be blocked and reported. Okay, so before we get into the reading, I'm going to talk about 2 books that are in the description box below. Okay, these are important books. They're very important for your spiritual journey. The first book is The Truth of God. It's an advanced intuitive living workbook. And when you see me asking yes and no questions, I'm using the technique out of this book. When you see me staring off into the corner, rising above whatever's going on, I'm using the technique in this book. I also use the 1 to 10 ratio. This book is going to develop a personal connection with God. I did not have my own connection with God. I did not have a personal, physical, organic connection. The mind technique gives you the ability to question. Well, it just gives you the ability to basically clear the mental and emotional baggage that you're carrying around so you don't keep creating the same situations. So this book is not for everybody, but is for those people that are on their spiritual journey that want to spiritually progress. That is the cheat code to the universe. When people ask me how it is I'm doing what I'm doing, it's because of the techniques in that book and the abilities that I naturally have. The second book that I'm going to talk about is the book that I've written, but I didn't write it by myself. Vassago, God, and I wrote this book, and this book is dedicated to God. And Vassago is an Ars Goetia spirit. So if you want to learn to read cards for yourself and for others, this is the book. It is superior to all other tarot books because it works with Vassago. Vassago maps the human experience, the human consciousness, and also rules over divination and tarot. So we have come up with a book that has different tarot card spreads, okay, for the major arcana cards. And so I have put the links to all of the stuff that you need. Well, I put the links to, you'll want to use with this book, the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck. I have the link to this deck in the description box below as well. But what you're going to do is you're going to get this deck, and the one that I have put in the link is this exact deck with the words on it. And so you have the descriptions right on the cards. And then you'll go to whatever you could. I would go just like from the beginning of the book to the back of the book because it's going to take you through all of the major transitions. But you could just like go, like, let's say that you want to look at love. You could go to the Lover's Tarot card spread. So for each of the major arcana cards, again, the major transitions, there is a tarot card spread and a spell that will help you to integrate the archetype energy of that of the major arcana cards. So this starts off with the 14 zodiac tarot card spread with 2 positions, one for your ego, your south node, one for your north node. And then it gives information into where you're at and how you can get into your destiny. The spell that goes along with that is one to align with your own destiny. So I'm going to read from one of the tarot card spreads. Okay. I'm going to read from the Devil tarot card because I don't think I've ever read from that one. So the Devil card, so everything that you see on the major arcana card, Vassago and I have created an actual card position for that. So you, by doing these tarot card spreads and spells, it's going to help you in every aspect of your life. Just very, very creative and very, very, you know, Vassago is a genius. And I'm just so grateful that God, you know, had Vassago come forward at the time, because I would have probably gone in a different direction when it comes to what I was working on. So I'm just grateful that Vassago is here and that Vassago is patient enough to work with people. Like, first of all, very ancient spirit. There it is. Okay. So for everything that you see on this card, in this picture, there's going to be a tarot card spread position for that. So the Devil is the number 15. The answer is no. The zodiac is Capricorn. The Devil denotes a greedy, materialistic, and selfish person, someone who has disregard for others. There is a warning to beware of someone who seeks to manipulate or control you. It represents a negative influence. The Devil card can tell you that you are stuck in an unhealthy or a bad situation. This card is the card of sexual perversity, sexual addiction, overspending, substance abuse, and dark secrets. Lies as well. This tarot card reminds you to judge people by their values, not by their outside appearance. You'll pull one card for each position. Position 1, the horns of Capricorn. See the horns on the top of his head? The card that you pull for this position can show you the 2 aspects of duality and polarity in your life. The card that you pull for this position can shed insight into where you have split your energy. If you contradict yourself or self-sabotage, you will pull a yes answer tarot card for this position. If you are being led astray by a negative entity or unknown force, you will pull the Devil tarot card for this position. If you are very stubborn and bigoted in your life, you will pull the Strength tarot card for this position. If you are in your South node currently, you will pull a yes answer tarot card for this position. Your South node is your ego. If the Devil has no influence over you, you will pull a no answer card for this position. I'm going to read position 3, which is the woman, and then I'm going to read position 4, the man. Position 3, the card for this position can give insight into the vices that keep a woman chained to the devil. If there are any vices or karmic behaviors that are being ignored or not worked on, that can be shown through the card that you pull for this position. If your karma is about to catch up with you and you are about to be caught for something that you have done, then you may pull the Last Judgment card for this position. If you have overcome the vices in your personal life, then you will pull the Justice card for this position. If you pull a tarot card that's answer is yes, then you will know that you have vices that you need to work through. If you pull a no answer tarot card, then you will know that there is no more vices for you to work through. If you pull the Empress tarot card for this position, then you will know that you have divine feminine energy active within you. Position 4 is the man. The tarot card that you pull for this position can reveal to you what temptations and tests you have yet to face. The vices that men easily fall prey to may be shown to you in the card that you pull for this position. If you have divine masculine within you that is active, you will pull the Emperor tarot card for this position. If you pull the Devil tarot card for this position, you will know that you are in your South node currently. Okay, so the Devil tarot card spell is to overcome the South node and by any vices. And then in the back of the book, I've created a compendium of knowledge of what it could mean when the different major arcana cards come out one next to each other. So I'll read a little bit from the Devil and then we'll get into the reading. The Devil card indicates a vindictive, manipulative person who is steadily consuming the 7 deadly sins. The Devil indicates a negative influence or negative entity being present. present. If you pull the Devil Tarot card either before or behind any other card, it could indicate that a negative intention is under an underlining problem in the card that is pulled. When the devil is a person, that person is demonically possessed. The devil in the reverse could indicate a scam such as fraud or identity theft that could be at play in relation to you. The devil in the reverse predicts violence, damage, deceit, destruction, damnation, cruelty, sadism, aggression, and debt with the devil. If you pull the devil card in the reverse, it can indicate that someone still owes the devil and that trouble will only end after the devil to the debt is paid. The devil card in the reverse shows you someone or something at its lowest state, money troubles, and major loss to whoever has made a contract with the devil. It can also indicate that an offering or sacrifice to the devil is rejected by the spiritual realm. As a side note, I would like to say that Vassago and I do not condone any form of sacrifice or offering to the devil. No. The fuck no. Okay? Do not think that you can sell your soul for anything, for you do not own your soul. The Most High God who made your soul does. So you cannot sell what does not belong to you. However, the physical flesh will fade away with time, and both the flesh, which is corruptible, and time, which is also corruptible, are forces that the Most High God has control over. It is all part of the Most High God's creation. Do not fall into the trap of selling your soul because it will majorly backfire for you. In the end of days, which is where we are, you cannot afford to make these types of mistakes, so heed warning and harm none. Okay, so check this book out, you guys. Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells and The Truth of God Advanced Intuitive Living Workbook, written by Michael Steadman. All right. So, you guys have good things coming in. You guys have good things coming in. I get that you're dealing with somebody that for some reason does not trust you. Okay, what is this about? So everything keeps getting better for you and somebody is pissed. If you guys could like the video, make sure you're subscribed. We're working to getting to 1,000 subscribers. Once we do that, I'm going to do a free giveaway, which means I'll pick somebody to give a free reading to, maybe more than one person. And I will pick somebody to give a tarot deck to as well. So yeah, subscribe to the platform. You just need to be subscribed to receive the benefits, and make sure you like the video. Thank you guys for being here with me. I appreciate you guys so much. We're going to be working with the Witches Tarot. So I already got that there was witchcraft involved, but that's not why I chose the Witches Tarot. I chose the Witches Tarot because I want something different. I want a new type of energy. Sometimes I feel like the same situations will show up in different forms, and the next reading, sometimes the readings will give more information to a situation that we already looked at. Also, you know what? I'm being guided to tell you about my jewelry. This bracelet is called gold hematite. This is like the best crystal to block the evil eye. It just is. I mean, the evil eye actual little, they look like this. Little pendants and bracelets and all that stuff. Like, that stuff works as well. But as far as a crystal to do it, you know, yellow topaz or topaz is going to be really good, but gold hematite is something you can wear and it's better. Also, the ring I'm wearing is black tourmaline, and black tourmaline also blocks out the evil eye and harmful EMF rays. So there may be something significant about working with crystals, knowing about those two specific crystals. Also, selenite. My little guy off the selenite. But yeah, selenite is this clear crystal. It comes in many different forms and shapes and sizes, okay? And you need selenite to clear your crystals. Do not be using, don't be using any other type of thing to clear your crystals. Selenite, you can put your crystal, any crystal that you have, next to the selenite or on it and count to 5, and it's been charged, cleansed, and is revamped its energy. So also, when you guys do get your crystals, like you get clear quartz crystal, just know that, you know, some of the crystals already have memory within them. Minerals are just a tool that you use until you don't need it. Okay, but you can program a clear quartz crystal about this size. You know, this one's got actual records on it. So it's basically a hard drive, a spiritual hard drive. You can program it to block out the evil eye for you, and it'll work for you while it's at home. You can like leave it at home. I just keep mine on selenite. Again, I use crystals because I love crystals. I've spent a long time when I was working at the metaphysical store, writing all the descriptions to what every single crystal does and what it's used best for. And again, we're still working on getting that book out to everybody about it that has like the picture and the description. We're still working on that because again, I write things faster than they can be edited and then produced. So we've got, and that's a good thing, right? But yeah, we'll eventually have the crystal book. Okay, so you guys, everything's getting better. Life is getting sweeter. Everything's getting better. Also, selenite, you never have to cleanse selenite. It's always going to be clearing negative energy. It doesn't have to be cleansed, doesn't have to be cleared, doesn't have to be recharged, and it doesn't need an intention on it, and it doesn't have to be activated. It's like a crystal that's got like a superpower. When I first interacted with selenite, it opened my crown chakra so much to the point that I was like I had my first experience with Jesus. No joke. I used to write for this magazine called Lightworker Magazine. You could probably research it. I was on the cover of it. But I used to write articles for it. And when I got a piece of selenite, I used that and I wrote the article and I connected with Jesus. I just want to make sure these cards are in the upright, because I seen some that were not, and I'm like, no, we're not starting off the reading with anything not in the upright, okay? So yeah, I also get that, you guys, you know, using sound is a very good thing. It's going to help you clear things out. Sometimes you just need to use your best discernment. Like if you feel like something is hanging around your energy, sometimes you need to sage. Sometimes you need to pray. Sometimes you need to fast. Sometimes you just need to go for a walk. Sometimes, you know, you need to forgive. Sometimes you need to do a spiritual bath. Using your discernment, that's why getting the truth of God, using the joy versus anger technique, ask questions with this energy. Should I do this? Should I do a return to sender? Should I do that? Your higher self, God, knows what that's the same thing as your soul. Your own divine self knows what's for your highest and best good and what's not. It's like we just in our human selves get kind of confused and we'll go to try to address something in the wrong way. I will tell you that almost everyone on this planet, if not everyone, has some type of generational pattern or curse going on. Okay? There was a part, I watched this short the other day, or reel, whatever they're called on YouTube. And it was this lady that she had 3 different Bibles that came from her family. And they're very, very old Bibles. Like I would probably not even feel safe to touch those Bibles with my bare hands they're that fucking old and still intact. But the oldest Bible had this one part in it that doesn't exist in the newer Bibles. And and when it talks about negative energy, negative entities, curses and stuff like that, jinxes and bad juju and witchcraft, it literally talks about fasting and praying to break it. And for spiritual cleansing. And then they remove that from the Bible, which is crazy as fuck, because obviously that's the answer to almost everything, is fasting and praying and faith and going within. And you know, if you have to go within, then you don't need religion. That's the way they thought about it. That's why they removed that from the Bible. But that was in the original Bible. But yeah. So just know that, you know, fast sometimes, going on a fast sometimes. There are people who are very devout Christians that are completely in religious psychosis, but the reason that they still exist is because they fast and they pray. I'm not joking. That's probably out of everything with their fucked up belief system, thinking that it's everybody else's fault and just everything is the devil, judge everyone, and, you know, it's very weird mentality that they have. Throw everything on Jesus, make Jesus already suffered. What the fuck? Why are we trying to throw our problems on Jesus when Jesus was not created to bear everybody's suffering? What the fuck is that? Like, seriously, Jesus had his own connection with God. That's why I'm creating my own connection with God. And we'll live as Jesus lived and actually get the effects of that. And if you guys were to listen to like the other books that they didn't include in the Bible, you would understand a lot more things about that situation. But I'm not discrediting Jesus or religious people, but I am saying that sometimes the one thing that gets them through their own fucked up belief systems and what they're engaged in that they don't even know about is fasting and prayer. Okay? And using their intuition and using their methods. Two of Pentacles. Somebody's sitting around waiting for a sign or waiting for an answer from the universe for something. This is like, I also get that you could be getting a message about being able to balance a situation or being able to do two things at once. Maybe that you want to like, because every day is going to continue to get better. And it's just going to confirm to you that life gets better as time goes on. And time is also an illusion. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles. Don't let anybody make you feel like you're not good enough or you're not pretty enough or you're not young enough or you're not whatever. That, just understand, when you have people sending you energy like this, it is mostly projection. It's the way that they feel about themselves, and you are just the representation of every choice that they did not make, and why they're not led to be in the place that they should be. This is all about alignment. You're getting a message showing you that it's okay to move forward and that you can trust. And this person is like waiting. They're spying on you, like ear to the floor, ear to the wall type shit, wanting to know what your message is. There's angels around me saying they want to know what their message is. The fuck? It's not this other person's message. It's yours. It wouldn't even apply to them. Why do they fucking think that they need to know that? It does not apply to them. Ridiculous. Three of Cups. Your message is that you have an abundant spring, Ostara, Ishtar energy looking over you, which means in this next time frame, this Ishtar energy is going to be protecting you. You have heavy hitters other than God and the Holy Spirit. There are other energies. People need to just be respectful. I feel like you're getting an abundant harvest. You're going to get to celebrate, and you're going to get to, you know, cheers with your friends. Like, have good celebrations, have good times. You could be getting invited to a wedding, a social event, parties, you know, new things. And you're able to balance whatever this is. I feel like, yeah, you guys are getting a message that a good harvest is on its way and what you've seeded will bring fruit. This competitive Five of Wands person is a fucking idiot. They have to fight your dragons. Look at that. They're not getting through this protection that you have. I don't care how many dragon riders that is. Your dragon is bigger. These people are stupid. And I don't mean to be rude about it, but it's just like, come on already. How many times do we have to read this competitive fucking weirdo? I guess it's just the energy that's going to come up until it is completely removed. I don't know. You know, why sometimes these same similar people, even though they're not the same people, show up? What is that about? This could be somebody's ex-friend, ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-baby mama, whatever. I don't care who they are. They're a competitive weirdo, and they're not even anywhere near your lane. They can't just get past this dragon energy that you have. This person has literally told people that you are the problem, that you are evil, and that you are the reason that they are a fucking loser. And that's not true. Four of Cups. This person can cry and sit there and be dissatisfied. Look at that mermaid, that siren sitting there. This person is dissatisfied with what their life has for them. Oh, well, they were also bored. So they thought that they would just, you know, mope around. I feel like you probably know who this person is. They think that they have power over you and power over your emotions. And they're feeling disconnected because they're finding out that that's not true. And this person, they were unfaithful to you. They were not loyal to you. They betrayed you. They could have cheated on you. They could have beat on you. They could have dragged you around. I don't know. Made you follow them around and clean up after them. This person's a weirdo. You don't want anything to do with them. And the only reason you're getting a harvest is because you have cut this person out of your life and you put protection up and boundaries. You would not even be getting anything right now at all if this person was still in your life. Knight of Cups. I don't care what love offer they have. They need to just keep it to themselves or go find a basic bitch to give it to, because you don't want this love offer. You don't need to be saved. They do. They need God. They need protection, and they need probably your energy. 8 of Cups, because they have to walk away dissatisfied with whatever they were doing with the moon. These people have to walk away and give the fuck up already. You don't need them. You don't need them. They can see that because you're over here getting messages that you're getting a good abundance. These people are wanting to know what messages are for you. I don't think that there's any psychic that's going to be able to reveal that, because again, that's not how abilities work. You know, without being divinely highly ranked. Yeah, this person thinks that they know your Akashic records, that they know everything about you. This person does not know you at all. Since you've been away from them, you became a completely different person, which means you are not who you used to be. And so this person should be afraid for that. Strength, because you have this huge lion. You have all of this courage and strength within you, but you're also a compassionate person. This is why people love you and they want to connect with you, and they know that you have something that actually will benefit them and this world. And so they're willing to contribute and create with you. Like, you will have some people that you can take with you and some people you can't. This person, they want to be invited to the same things you're invited to. They want to be included. God has not included this person, not in your life, because they don't have anything other than a Knight of Cups to offer. That, no, this person wants you to make them happy. They can't even make themselves happy. They don't love themselves. They do stupid things. They continually make fucking mistakes. I can't stand people that are stupid and make mistakes. And I'm sorry for that. But like, for me personally, no, it would be a very harsh no to this person, because I can see their pattern. They fuck up. They try to compete. They try to step up to your level to try to be somebody that could be an equal to you. And they're coming with a Knight of Cups energy. The fuck is that? You're not sitting around waiting for somebody to come in and love you. You're not sitting around and waiting for some fucking lame ass love offer. You're not a desperate hoe like this person is. And you're definitely not trying to force anything or manipulate shit. Okay? And I can see that. Like, you're allowing things to happen naturally, and it's just not going to happen with this person. They need to understand that they're putting off some type of frequency or odor that is appalling. It's disgusting. And they reek of competition, greed, and just low vibration. Like, this person, I just heard like a bagpipe playing in my head. I don't know what the hell that's about, and I don't care. What's next? The 8 of Wands. Maybe this person plays the bagpipe. I don't know. Maybe they're from, what is it, Scotland? 8 of freaking wands. This is what I'm saying. They're at a crossroads because they have to walk away. They put all of their eggs into one basket that you were going to be the answer to their happiness. And surprise, surprise, they are not even allowed to compete with you. And God's not taking any of this shit that they're doing seriously. God is literally like, no, nah. I'm still giving good messages to my child, and they don't have anything. This person is very, very nosy. They're very, very intrusive, and I don't like that energy. That's probably why I was talking about the evil eye, the gold hematite, and the black tourmaline, because they're sending some type of frequency to you, and I don't like it. It's not one that I'm down with. I like love, joy, and peace, and compassion, and happiness, and, you know, all that type of stuff, bliss, freedom. That's the type of shit that I like. This person is none of those things. They don't offer any. I like abundance. They don't have anything to offer. They're like sitting here with this cup that's fucking empty. They're over here trying to ride in to get your attention, to give you an empty cup. And they want you to fill it. This person will give you a cup thinking like you're getting something, and then they'll ask you to fill it. You've got to be joking. The fuck no with that. I'm serious. This person is so lame. Like, they don't really love you like that. This person would not walk 1,000 miles for you. They wouldn't cross a desert for you. This person is weak as fuck, and you can't rely on them for anything. They're a good for nothing, lazy person that doesn't have intelligence or ambition in their life, and they just want you to do it for them. And like, no, this person wishes that they could revert back to being a baby sucking on their mama's tit. I would be like, go suck your mama's tit. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not going to nurse you like you're my child, you fucking weirdo. This person is like done too much. And that's why I don't have any problems telling it the way it is. And I'm sorry if it's offensive to you, but this person's energy is very offensive to me. And their intentions are also offensive, because they want to come over here riding in, acting like they're here to actually save you when they probably caused you some horrific trauma in the past, because they're a narc, a total narcissist, and they want to come in and ride in on this horse with this empty fucking cup. Like, that is very offensive. That is very offensive to me. That's very extremely offensive. And you're my collective. I would be very offended if I were you with this person. Shadow side, because this person, they need help. They can't balance their shadow side. I don't even want to know what the fuck is going on in that picture. It doesn't look good. This person is stuck in the darkness, and they're looking at you like you're the light, because they know that you have this strength that is unmatched. But again, the strength belongs to you and to God. This person cannot weaken you. They cannot put anything in this cup and give it to you and force you to drink it, you know? No, I would be like, bitch, you want to give me an offering? Drink it first yourself. This person would never drink whatever the fuck's in this cup, if there's anything at all. I wouldn't be surprised if this person offered you a cup and a fucking frog jumped out of it. Some weird shit like that. That's what I'm being shown, whatever the hell that means. Page of Wands. This person has a child already that they don't pay the fuck attention to at all. This child is not paid attention to. This child is also a very disturbed and mentally depressed person. Not your problem. What else do we need to know? The Two of Wands. Your life is getting better. You're dreaming of a perfect world, and then you're moving towards that. You're working towards your goals. Your dreams and visions and your ideas are abundant, and they are very successful. Or they're going to be. They're going to produce a very large harvest. This person doesn't have anything that they've sown other than this child, which they can't even support and take care of because they can't even take care of themselves. 7 of Swords. Smiling in your face while betraying you the whole time and doing illegal, immoral conduct. Like I said, this person, they are weird. And if this person were to come in and try to date you, they would love bomb you and then they would switch up on you randomly and turn into a crazy fucking person. They're playing a game. 2 of Swords that they're blocked from. This person is blocked from doing any more illegal crimes. Knight of Swords, because there's a higher, more aggressive energy coming in to battle them. This person does not even realize that you have beings in the spirit that rock with you, that protect you. Okay, what else do we need to know? I guess that you just need to know that you're getting the downloads, you're getting the messages, you're getting the harvest. These people, they're not. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's going to catch on. Let's get the likes up, you guys, please, and thank you. 4 of Wands. We got 58 people watching and 27 likes. If you could like the video, you guys, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm here spending a lot of my time putting out a lot of energy for you guys. If you could, you know, reciprocate that, I would greatly appreciate it. The 4 of Wands is like you finishing projects, you making milestones, you getting a good news that like something is selling or something is in high demand and that you are going to be very successful and that you have nothing to worry about. And this person is like, what? They don't need me. They don't need me to come in with my little dick and my little horse and my broke ass mentality and all of this dumb shit. No, not needed, not necessary. You're over here completing goals, winning, thriving, striving forward. This person's experiencing karma from whatever they were doing. They have karma and people are coming for them. Knight of Wands. These people are all getting karma. And I think it's funny that only the Knight energies have come out. That has to show you that, oh, I can save you, I can this, I can that. No, this person can't do anything for you because they can't do anything for themselves. And truly, they want to monitor you. They want to send somebody in to befriend you, to give them information about you so that they can set you up to hurt and harm you. And it's not going to happen. All because you're over here making them look bad because you're winning and they're not. This person, you know, just like in the last reading I was doing, this person has talked shit on you for years. If this person actually thinks that they can come back from what they did to you, they're delusional. They also need to stop spying on you. It's not their job to watch you. God watches over you. You don't fucking need this person monitoring you. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, the tables are turning in your favor. You're getting the rewards from the hard work because you did the work. This person is getting loss after loss after loss after loss, and people are coming for them. Like, why did you lie about that person? Why did you paint them out to be this, this, and this? This person's going to be questioned. Oh, I appreciate you guys as well. If you could like the reading, I would greatly appreciate it. Yes, this trash wants everything. Your property, everything. The hell? These people are garbage. But you guys have a beautiful, like, your part of the reading is the best. You have everything that you need, basically, to succeed. You've got it all. And I can understand why this person feels the way that they do because they're a loser. And you have it all. Like, I understand it. I just don't condone it. I feel like these people, they should have just minded their own business and not tried to watch you, not try to use the moon against you. Because the moon is not meant to harm people. And I don't know why some people think that the moon was created to be used to harm people, but that's not really the case. This person wants to see you going through ups and downs because that's what they're going through and that's what they're used to. And they feel like if you're brought back down to their level, which you are never at their level. Let's just be real here. But they feel like if you're brought down to their level, then you'll accept them. No, I don't accept this person for who they say they are, for who they actually are, for what they represent, for the intention that they have. And I don't respect their entitlement to monitor you and stalk you and watch you. I don't respect that. I think that that is unnecessary evil eye. That, again, that's why I was talking about these crystals that you can easily avoid. Okay, you can even get one of these cheap evil eye amulet things. But yeah, like, this could have been completely avoided with this person. They wanted to use the moon in a way that it's not meant to be used. And God, the higher power, the divine realm, Archangel Haniel, specifically with the moon, Archangel Haniel, however you want to say that, is the one that rules over the moon cycles. And that is an angel that is very closely connected to you. This could be the angel that keeps showing up in your dreams in different forms, but they're wearing like purple or lavender or indigo, but yeah, or gold. Whoa, I just caught those like a ninja. I am so surprised that I literally caught those like that. Okay, let's see what this is. What do we have here? 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so this person, look what they were doing. The 3 of Pentacles is about like a soul tribe, a community coming together, a collaboration. There is nobody that wants to collaborate with these people. This moon magic has separated them from whatever coven they were connected to, whatever group they were connected to. King of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Hell no. King of Pentacles in the reverse is not a good person. That's somebody that's losing a lot of money very quickly, losing a lot of resources. I mean, what could these people have done so bad for the universe to just overnight strip them of everything? Maybe it wasn't overnight, but maybe it was over like a week or 2 weeks. Maybe this person is getting kicked out of a will, or they're not a part of somebody's will and testament. I mean, what does that have to do with you? These people just see you abundant and they want to block that. Yeah, signifies a man over 40, stubborn, hurts other people's feelings without thinking, puts his own needs first, changes jobs frequently, not successful, erratic mood swings, causes conflict in relationships, blames others for his own failures, and overreacts to the slightest provocation. Repressed anger, delusions. This is what this King of Pentacles in the reverse is. The 3 of Wands in the reverse. The 3 of Wands in the reverse just shows you that they have no creative energy. They have no creative vision. They don't have any good ideas. Like, everybody, you would think that everybody on the planet has some type of good idea of something. No, this is bad advice, rejection of your ideas and dreams by others. These people have bad ideas, decisions made too hastily, unsound business judgment. Bad luck sneaks up on them unexpectedly. Money or investment may be lost. When it comes to you, this investment and whatever this was is completely lost. And there's also jinns that are coming after these people. Yeah, they don't play. Withdraw from unimportant arguments, save your strength and energy for the most crucial battles. That's what these people should be doing. And then the Queen of Pentacles, you were in the reverse. You were dealing with a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Jeez, that is a couple, you guys. The King of Pentacles in the reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You were dealing with a couple that was attacking you. Damn. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is like a helpless energy. They feel like they're not in control. They need outside validation. They need assistance. That they're insecure. And maybe these people are insecure, but again, I don't think that that should have anything to do with you. If these people would just mind their own business, they would be just fine in life. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Opinionated woman, volatile, changing moods, erratic mood swings, narrow-minded and bigoted, unforgiving attitude towards those that she looks down upon, takes without giving, gives only when something is to be gained. She is a strictly materialistic outlook on life. Be suspicious of this woman. It straight up says that. Then the freaking Chariot in the reverse. Yo, that is like bad. That is bad. The Chariot in the reverse, that is like crooked police, crooked officers, deception, corruption. The fuck? What are these people connected to? Yuck. Their karma's already on bullshit. It's the worst karma ever. These people must have done something really bad. And it makes me not even want to know what it is. Whatever it is, they did it more than once. Idiots. Success through underhanded methods. That's not good. That's not good. Ruthless in dealing with others, exploits others for their own advancement, wins by intimidation, obsessed with money and power, no concern for others' feelings and needs, a decadent attitude, misfortune, defeat, restlessness, a strong desire to change one's life. That's what these people are experiencing right now. They also feel powerless to the shift and transition of power that is naturally occurring. And they feel like victimized by you being successful. I really, I know that this is not about me, but I really would be like, God, I am tired of these people. I don't want them in my energy. I don't want them affecting my life. I don't want them doing any more. They've done enough. I would be like, God, they hurt me. And it needs to stop. And they want to come back and do some more. Handle it, please. God will handle it. You just need to be like, God, do something. Because God's not going to intervene on our free will and do something when God is putting... God loves us so much that it gave us free will so we could make our own choices. But we have to include God. And wanting a higher connection and wanting that to go within and be delivered. Like we have to include that. If you're not ever asking and you're not inviting, your higher self forward, it's like God's not going to intercede on your free will because it's a gift for you to be able to make your own choices unless you give God permission to do so, which I do every day. Me calling upon God and speaking with God and all of that. God knows my heart. God knows your heart. God is not a stupid energy. It's timeless and it's positive. And it's the most powerful thing that exists. Out of everything else that exists, God is the most powerful. And again, I've seen God do things that no mortal could ever do, that no any other type of being could ever fucking do. And things that I know that is God. And so you just have to understand that everyone's higher self is God. And the more that we focus on that divine part of us, the more that we will adopt the traits and look up to your higher self. Okay. As instead of idolizing these false idols, like celebrities, want to be like your higher self, because that's all the positive traits that God is. And I don't believe that God is a jealous, vengeful, wrathful God. I believe that God is only love, joy, compassion, and peace, and other stuff that's so good we don't know how to describe. Anything that's saying that it's jealous is not actually God, especially if it talks through words and shit. It's a higher dimensional being that wants to be God, but the true God, the essence of God, the power of God is all within us. It's within our own kingdom. It's within our connection to our higher self, our spiritual self. And it's all positive. It will always uplift you. And it's a continually giving positive energy. 6 of Wands. This is what just flew on the ground. These people are afraid of this. They're afraid of you getting public recognition and success, which is inevitable because literally you already are the vibration of success and fame and public recognition and being honored and coming up. And I feel like this is your time to shine. Don't back away from anything. Every day that goes by, things are going to get better for you. You may have some ups and downs. You may have some rocky times, but don't think it's this person. They don't have the power. Look, they're in the tower. They don't have the power anymore to cause you any misfortune. Whatever you went through in the past was all that you were going to go through. Now, these people need to go through it, and they need to just like they wanted you suffering in silence, these people need to suffer in silence themselves, because they're not getting their hands on your good fortune or anything that God has for you. What is God has for you is for you. What God has for them is for them. These people will get what they put out. They abuse their power. Now they're in the tower, the lovers, and they can't do anything about this angel of love watching over you. They can't do anything about a divine love union coming into being. They can't do anything about blocking or stopping your happiness or your love union, which is something that they feel very personal about. Again, these people need resources, but they're not going to have your resources. God has something completely separate for you that has nothing to do with these people. This is why they're not gaining access to your message. 5 of Cups, and they're dissatisfied, spilt all of their cups, and they want you to refill it. It's not your fucking job. Let them go to this siren. These people could have been saying, you are a siren, you are this, you are that. I don't think that there's words for what you are. What you are goes beyond this human world. And they know that. They just want to label you as something dark so that you will look like them. You will never look like them. You are shining brightly. You have love in your heart. 4 of Swords. This is the end of a battle. This is the end of a fight. These people are in regret. They're crying over spilt milk. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Wish I would have got them sooner or got them away from their destiny or whatever. No. That's not what God wanted for you. 10 of Cups. This is what God wants for you. Happily ever after, for you to have a family, for you to have loved ones, for you to have a rainbow. That is what God wants for you. Not suffering, and God wants for you to have love as well. Okay? And fame. So that's what God wants for you. As far as what these people want for you, that's never going to override what God wants. This is why they're experiencing a funeral or a permanent ending. They have to take a break from whatever they were trying to do because none of it's happening to you. Like none of it. This Chariot in the reverse energy is powerless. You have everything that you need already. You really do. The World. That's Green Man, by the way. It's like the masculine aspect of Mother Gaia. You have the Eagle up there in the corner. Represents your higher self, higher vision, getting a bigger look at the picture. Soaring high, ascension. The Lion, that represents courage and strength and ability, agility. This Deer represents a pure spirit and the energy to move forward and overcome obstacles. This Person represents somebody that's very connected to nature. See how he's looking at that tree, interpreting it? That's the World. You have happily ever after with the World. Like, what more could you even want in life? That's pretty much, I guess people will go, oh, money, but this is money. It includes money. The 4 of Wands includes a lot of money. This is what these people are wanting to hear, though. All they're going to hear is that you're going to continue to get money. And they can't do shit about that. King of Wands. You're not this overly sexual person. These people sexualized you. I didn't. These people did. Nobody else did. These people over-sexualized you for whatever reason. They thought that all that you could offer this world was your pussy or your dick or something. And I'm sorry to say that, but pathetic. This King of Wands is still waiting for something to be delivered to them. They're like ordered you. They're like, I pay for that person. No, you don't own nobody, bitch. Stop with the delusions. Page of Pentacles. This person could literally, they're a tyrant. They could be messing around with children or younger people. It's disgusting. This King of Wands is. Nine of Wands. Yeah, like if you ever fucked with them, you would have to defend yourself. You would be wounded and you would be wanting healing. You don't need that. You've already got everything that you need. Everything in your cards looks 100% happy and great. And you become stronger because of this situation. They don't understand that hate is weak as fuck. Jealousy, weak. Envy, weak. All of that is a mental disease. Love is the greatest thing. And it's the greatest motivator. Page of Cups. I'm serious. The freaking fish coming out of that cup. These people need to stop. And take care of their own business. Six of Swords. Because they're in spiritual court. They're in physical court. They need to flee. Suddenly. These people want to run away from their decisions in their lives. Like you just need to fulfill that. Like, what the fuck? It's not. No, you're doing everything to stay healthy, to have a longevity, to have continued success. Even if you have some days that you just are like, gosh, I wish this day would be over. I have days like that. It's a normal experience to not be happy all of the time, but it's unnatural to be unhappy all of the time. If you're unhappy majority of your time, that is something that needs to be addressed because you make yourself happy. You fill up your own happiness. And, you know, it's not anybody else's job. And if you're feeling unhappy all the time, that's going against your nature. Your real nature is love, joy, compassion, and peace, and bliss, and happiness, and all that. That's what the real you is. This false version of you, this depressed version of you, whatever this is, that's not actually you. Okay? These people are running away from being homeless. This could be talking about, I don't know, immigrants leaving the country all at once. The Five of Pentacles not being able to provide for themselves. That's unfortunate. Like, I don't want to see people suffer, but at the same time, it's like people just make good choices. You've done everything to stay in alignment. You're able to stand on your own 2 feet. You don't need other people to come kiss your ass and tell you that they're the best thing for you. Like, you will make that discernment on your own. You don't need people to tell you what you need to think. And that's what really bugs me about people like this, is that they want to tell everybody else what they need to think. No, you're a free thinker, and it's your blessings. Like, you were born blessed. You don't need anybody to tell you how to think. They can't even think correctly themselves. The Hangman. I'm serious. You're not going to self-sacrifice or self-martyr yourself for any fucking reason. This whole stupid energy is over. These people, they will eventually give up, but they're not going to figure out whatever's going on in your life. They're not going to figure it out. These people are still thinking that you can be brought down to their level when you've already gone through like a rebirth and ascension, and God is making you brand new. God's working on you actively. These people can't do anything about that. The Empress. Like I said, you're in a position of authority, leisure, rest. And these people are like, the Empress, everybody obsessing over the Empress. I swear. As it should be, I guess. The Wheel of Fortune. The Empress and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you are the gold. These people know that you're the prize, but they would treat you like you ain't shit, because that's what they want you to think about yourself, and don't. Because obviously the cards are showing something different. These people want you to not believe in yourself and believe in them as your savior. You guys are so freaking blessed. The Queen of Cups. They think that you're just sitting here waiting to be trampled on. You're not. Yes, you're a wise, compassionate, intuitive being and a loving person and a great spouse and a great partner, but you're also very creative. Whatever you put into motion, God is and the universe is going to wrap itself around that and create that with you. You could have a dream for the future. These people, they spoiled themselves. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. You have God's support when it comes to money. This is why you don't need these broke people. You're not taking on their debt. You're not paying the devil for them. They just need to get the fuck over it and pay their karma like a normal person. High priest. Because they're going to go to a high priest and ask for this high priest to do some shit to you. And the high priest is going to say no. The high priest is going to say, no, I'm not going to sacrifice that person. Why would you even bring this person to me, you fucking idiot? That's what this high priest is going to say. No, I'm serious. And it's going to leave this knight energy brokenhearted and haunted when this priest says, no, they're not going to betray you and attack you. The fuck? This high priest should attack this other person. I'm serious. Put the shit on them. Because if this high priest would have tried to do anything to you, they would have gotten taken out. And they know that. This is why they're like, no, I'm not doing anything to that person. The magician, because they know that you are more of a magician than they are, even though they are the actual practitioner. And you probably don't practice magic traditionally like that, but you have natural magic. This person knows that you have more than what it takes to not only battle them, but to balance them out to where they would never have not ever think they had shit ever again. This high priest knows that you outrank them as well, and you're a better alchemist and magician. They have intuition. They can ask, should this be somebody I should be fucking with? No, it's not. They got the no. So yeah, the Fool. This person thought that they could fool this practitioner into attacking you, and it didn't happen. And they're hella pissed about it. Seven of Wands. And you defending yourself is telling these people that they need to go back to wherever they came from. You using magic to defend yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. Especially if these people want to continually try to do spiritual warfare against you and try to make you have to defend yourself, then they're going to have to defend themselves. Okay? You have an inheritance that comes from God. You're holding on to it. You're only sharing it with people who actually have something to share with you that's positive. And you're in the energy of the star. You're not giving a fuck. You're still here to bring new consciousness to this world and to expand the minds of others and to use your talents and abilities to bring about new change with your gifts. Your gifts is being a star. And these people are upset. Let them be upset. Let this Queen of Wands just do whatever witchcraft they want to do. Because again, they're weak people. They're always going to resort to doing some type of magic or some type of bullshit because they have nothing else. They have nothing else. They don't have God. They don't have ancestors. They don't have whatever this is that you've got. They don't have it. They don't have star power. So this Queen of Wands wants to steal your destiny, but they're not the magician. You're the Ace of Swords. You are divinely protected. As above, so below. You are divinely protected and safe from this person. They can't do shit. Five of Swords. Because they've already betrayed too many people. They need to be worried about all of the people that are going to come after this bitch for all the shit that she's done. That's what she needs to be worried about. I'm serious. That is literally what she needs to be worried about. And death. Death being the next card. Yeah. If I were her, I would mind her own business. You're getting justice. You are getting justice. What was that? Flying out like that. Seven of Cups, illusions. People are not drinking from this cup of illusion anymore. Death and illusions. Death is an illusion. I feel like you're not missing out on anything in life. Do not think that. Ten of Swords. These people are betraying each other. They really are. Anybody else they try to bring in to fuck with you, yeah, you got a 10 of Pentacles here. That's like grandpapa watching the baby, the dog, while you have your lover. That's dope. That's like having a house, a roof over your head, a place to belong, a community, influence and importance, the high priestess, because you are an intuitive being. You see through others and you have all of this knowledge to share. You know, these people are going to be advised by somebody who is very wise, and they're probably not going to listen. But even though they're not going to listen, that's okay. You keep listening. You keep defending yourself when you need to. And the wisdom to know when you need to and when you don't is the greatest thing, because sometimes they just will sense spiritual warfare and not even know that they're doing it, because they're just talking bad on you and wanting you to be unhappy. It's not going to happen. You guys have so many things to live for. Your lives are going to get better every day that time goes by. You know, you're here to inspire other people to create, to be a creative person, to be somebody who's taken care of and supported because you support others. You're kind, you're generous. You know, you value God, you value the Holy Spirit, you value your divine path. You care about yourself, and you're not going to allow anybody or anything to come in and destroy what God has helped you create. And if they want to try, they're going to be suffering in many, many ways that they don't need to suffer. But again, it's not your job to tell these people to do something different. They're going to figure that out on themselves, like literally on their own. They're going to figure that out. So just know every day is going to get better for you, and look at it that way. When you have one of those days that feels off, know that all it is bringing things forward for you to heal so that things can continue to get better. We always have to work on ourselves. It's never, you know, maybe eventually we'll get to a state where we don't have to work on ourselves all the time. But until we're there, and I'm not there, but until, you know, we're there, let's just continue to work on ourselves. Okay. So thank you guys for making it to the ending of the reading. Remember the Truth of God, Advanced Intuitive Living Workbook. The link to this is in the description box below. It has helped me in so many ways. It's got the God technique, which raises you out of your ego into the consciousness of your higher self so that you can rise above whatever issue is going on. It's got the joy versus anger technique, which gives you the ability to ask yes and no questions and get an immediate answer back. It's got the mind technique, which gives you the ability to get rid of thoughts and beliefs and mental baggage that you're dragging around so you don't keep creating the same thing. And it's got the 1 to 10 ratio within it. So all of the techniques, I use all these techniques. The second book that you're going to see in the description box below is Vassago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. Vassago is an Ars Goetia spirit, and God, Vassago, and I created a book that has different tarot card spreads and spells for the major arcana cards. So for this book, to use it, you will want to get the original Rider-Waite deck that's got the description on the cards. I do have the link to this exact deck in the description box below. But remember, this is the book that's going to teach you how to read cards for yourself and for others. And Vassago is a very in high demand spirit to work with because he rules over the tarot and divination and maps human consciousness. And at some point in your life, you will be in the position of every single one of these tarot cards. And so that is why tarot maps the human consciousness. So this book, you can use the spells and the spreads over and over again. I'm not going to read from it because I feel like we did that at the beginning. If you're interested in learning more about this book, go to the beginning of the reading where I go into depth because I read from it and stuff like that. But I wanted to keep this reading a little bit shorter, but know that these books are available to you. Okay. They will help you so much on your spiritual journey. All right. So I love you guys. Thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. Please like the video. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. If you could like the video, if you could share this content, subscribe to the platform. We are working to getting to 1,000 subscribers. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will be able to then take $20 super chats per question. And that will be great. Also, I will be doing a giveaway, like giving away a free reading and giving away also a deck of tarot cards. So make sure you subscribe because that will be for subscribers, okay? I love you guys so much. Peace be with you. Yeah, listen to the beginning. Absolutely, you guys. I love you so much. Peace be with you. If you want to know more about Vassago tarot card spreads and spells, in the beginning, I read from it and I explain more about it. Okay. I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening. Please hype the video, like the video, tap the notification bell. Make sure you're subscribed, share this content. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay. God bless you guys. Bye.